Hi, and welcome to the Black Blockchain Summit. I would love you to introduce yourself and to tell me a little bit of who you are, because before you can get this ball rolling.
So my name is Tonya Evans. I'm a professor of law at the University of New Hampshire School of Law. I'm also the chair of IP technology and online programs. I run our blockchain cryptocurrency in the law certificate. It's a non-JD program. And I've been in the space for about a year and a half, writing, speaking, and teaching about the intellectual property implications of blockchain distributed ledgers. I am also a participant on the intellectual property working group for the Accord project. So I spend some time working on smart contracts and unpacking those and seeing how they fit in within the various disciplines in the law.
Let me just to follow up on what you've just told me about your background. I want you to tell me how the universities and the communities, how are they, responding to the issue of Bitcoin and blockchain, and is there anything that has been done in the universities to cater for what you are doing, especially in the issue of laws? I mean, like in the past, we'll focus on just general law at school. So is there any plans in universities where they intend to focus now on this new type of lawyers, the blockchain lawyers? Do we have something like that happening in the university or in the community?
It's a great question. Universities and law schools are just starting to move there. There are always some first and early movers, and so you wouldn't be surprised by some of the names, NYU, Stanford, Berkeley, and the like. We're a part of that first mover advantage by starting to create and focus on specifically the intersection between law and the various parts of the blockchain ecosystem. Obviously, many people focus, and necessarily so, on the fintech side, but there are a host of other legal issues that come up in many different areas because blockchain is so interdisciplinary. And so students are going to be poised, and indeed they're asking for these types of educational opportunities, both in residence and online. So you'll start to see what we've developed at the University of New Hampshire Law School is the ability to reach people anywhere. So we will focus specifically on the legal issues in the blockchain space. We have blockchain cryptocurrency in the law, tokenomics, crypto economics, and governance, things that people don't need a law degree to appreciate, but it's something that is absolutely necessary if people want to really understand the legal implications of blockchain. So you will see it both certainly at the undergraduate level. I can imagine even earlier than that. There are a lot of business schools moving there, and law schools are slowly starting to catch up as well.
Now that we are at the Black Blockchain Summit, which is a summit that we're trying to focus on the people of color and how to liberate them and all that. I'm looking at what you just said again, the issue of the course that you are offering. How is the response? Do you have the statistics of how many people of color are doing that subject that you are teaching, or I don't know if you're teaching or what? How many people of color are actually there? Do you have the statistics of to say we have this number of people of color who are doing the laws on blockchain and all that? Yeah.
There are no statistics. Statistics will be driven and will have to be backward looking after we're up and running and can look and assess that information. There also may be some privacy issues even about collecting information, so time will tell. But it's an interesting question because I do have a particular focus on empowering communities of color generally, Black communities in particular. So it is important to have a range of different educational opportunities to make sure that our communities are well served.
Beside the formal structure that you do of educating people, what other kind of informal education do you do to reach out to the people from the lowest structure of the community? What other structures do you have?
There's so many different levels, and so you kind of start where you are. So my biggest push is in the educational community that I exist in, but informally, I think my family and friends are my first line of resistance as we move forward, and if we all do the same thing in our own households, we'll quickly turn this tide in our favor.
The last question that I have for you, I'm focusing on the blockchain summit, the theme, which was more of empowerment. Do you think we have actually captured the theme of empowering the people of the Black community? Have we been able to do that?
without question, from the first word ultimately to the last word in prayer that will be delivered, that we know in our community that education is powerful. There are many things that may be taken away from us. Our education and empowerment and our collective thought and collective action is something that can't be taken away. And so we are off to the races for this inaugural event, and I'm really proud of the organizers for putting it together.
Thank you very much for taking your time. I know you are very hungry. You can rush to go and eat. Thank you very much.